I felt like I was trying to answer the call, doing what I can, and just taking it step by step, and building towards being the player that the coaching staff wants me to be.
You feel like you can fill a role here, though, Dakota, considering this team doesn't have a lot of size up front. A lot of guys can really be heavy on the forecheck.
Yeah, for sure. I know what's expected of me, and those are the demands I'm trying to meet. And obviously, I know that I can help this team in that way, and that's what I'm going to do.
What have the conversations been like with Tocchet since?
Just improving every day, getting better, and making sure I'm getting the most out of myself every day. Obviously, he wasn't happy with the way I started camp, but you can't go back and change that now. So it's just moving forward and getting better every day.
How do you look at the final two preseason games from a personal perspective in terms of what you want to accomplish, what you need to accomplish?
Just 2 more chances to ramp it up and get as close to 100% as you can for the 11th, and that's what everybody's doing here is making sure we're getting all the last rust out, and making sure everybody's got the right foot moving forward heading into that season opener.
As this organization moves forward, it's trying to bring in players that are going to help and make everybody better. As a player, do you welcome that competition?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what you want, and that's what how you get the best teams is competitive group all over, and that's what they've aimed for, and that's what we have here. So yeah, the the team competition is fun and very inviting for that, and who doesn't love a good challenge, right?
Let's start with Pod Colson. What's the message to him as he goes down to Abbotsford?
Well, it's just the grasp of the NHL level. He checks all the boxes, hard work. What a great kid. But now it's grasping the NHL. Like the reads and the hockey IQ, things like that. I think is very important in his development. I think him spending time with Jeremy, playing a lot, putting him in these situations, a lot of situations, is going to help that growth in his mind. That's what I really believe in. And the organization, we're all kind of aligned in this.
You can't overthink the game, and Pod seems at times to overthink what he's doing, and then there's the hesitation, and then there's no movement.
Yeah, he's such a great kid, and he works so hard. But there's just some things there in his game where there's time and space, and doesn't move his feet, or he doesn't see the play. Like it's like chess. You got to have that move two steps. You have to think 2 steps before you make that play, right? I think he's looks at that exact moment in hockey. You got to have those reads like a few seconds before, and I think playing him 10, 12 minutes is not really beneficial to him. And we have some guys who are a little bit quite further than him when it comes to the hockey IQ. So, listen, it's part of a development, and doesn't matter what's happened the past year. I just feel, and Jim and Patrick and the coaches, that this is the best way for him to get his reads and his hockey IQ up to standard NHL level.
You're kind of a regular role where you're playing in one kind of role that you have all season long kind of thing. Can that help a player like that? Because it seems like he hasn't had that even going back to his KHL days.
Yeah, sure. You're always looking at a player as what's your identity? Where do you fit puzzle-wise? And he has some attributes to be a puzzle guy. A north-south guy. He can work on, even down there, especially we got some skill coaches down, Jeff Homer's down there, work on his agility. That's another thing he can work on, but straight head power, work ethic is outstanding. So those are the check box, the boxes we're checking that are really positive for us.
Is there any alarm in a kid that was a 10th overall pick? This is year 3 for Vasily. You've coached a lot. Is it just a development thing, or is there any cause for concern here?
No, I think the hard part is for everybody says a 10th pick, and then you can't worry about what pick right now. He's just got to be an NHL player. Like, that's the hardest part is, people outside is like, oh, he's a 10th pick. The 10th pick should be here, should be there. But, hopefully by putting him down and, like I said, the past is the past, but, him marinating down there, learning the game is the best thing for a player like him.
I don't think we'll go through all the prospects that got sent down, but Hirose was another guy. This market really took a shine to him. I think the organization did as well.
Yeah.
But he only got the 1 game in Calgary, and we didn't see him again in the preseason, and now he's been sent down. What do you make of the last week for him?
Well, a lot of depth. His hockey IQ is outstanding. Physically, I think he has to learn. And I'm not blaming him because I think he worked hard, but he was a little low in the fitness testing. Got to get a little bit stronger, but his mind is great. So that's the positive. He knows he has to go down there and work on his game. But he's bright future for us for sure.
Step in the right direction for Mikheyev today as he continues to participate?
Yeah, he's more allowed in contact right now, so we're just kind of giving a little bit of that right now. But doctors they don't want to commit to opening night, so we got to do we got a couple more. I don't know how many practices left, but he'll be in those practices and like he was doing the one-on-ones and stuff, defending, which was really good to see. He held his own out there.
Do you rule him out then for the 2 preseason games that remain?
Yeah. It's not a smart decision to do that yet, but it's all positive with him.
Rick, at the other side of the ledger, you've got a guy in DiGiuseppe who does everything. Did you ever coach a guy who had like a half a dozen one-year contracts and 2-year contracts, like a luxury for him? Did you ever have a guy like that?
There's many guys, a lot of guys that I've played with and guys that even coach where they fight every day for their life, and that's what he's done. And he's, 29? And he's reinventing himself in the sense that he knows, like he's a smart guy. He knows what we need here. We need a bigger guy that can forecheck, that can skate. And, he knows that that's his role, and we need those type of players. So hats off for him to recognize it and going out there and banging that door down to stay in the NHL.
Is there another side, though? He made that nice play behind the net where he got the puck to JT and JT feeds best, and then the 2-on-1 with Quinn. Is there maybe an upside there?
Yeah, because last year, if you watch, there was a lot of times, and that's the next level for Giuseppe. Even though he's 29, is that when he has the puck to slow the game down a little bit where he can make those plays. Chip and chase, forecheck, which is great, I love. But now, can you get that opportunity and make a play out of it, make the next play? And I think in camp over the summer he's worked on that, and that play you were talking about is a step in the right direction.
Thatcher today, just part of the plan?
Yeah, we have 3 days of practice, so we wanted him, we have 3 goalies, luxury of the 3 goalies to seal off. We felt that it's good to have him a one-on-one with Clarkey. He played last night. We're just going to monitor him. He'll practice next couple of days. So, we felt, we're big on the sports science, the workload. Let him go with Clarkey, do some teaching, do some video while we have 2 like NHL goalies in the net.